That's a giant swath of, oh my God, Mother Nature's pissed off.
Hopefully folks have known what is coming their way and are going to keep some form of communication on.
Yes, once again, you are going to be under the gun.
It has been wild the last couple of days.
Well, the storms lined up across the country.
I mean, look at how many different states we've seen severe weather cropping up in: Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and also across Georgia. And we've got more rounds of severe weather that are going to be coming up as we go to the latter part of the week. So we want to keep you in the loop with all of this, of course.
All right, y'all. We're deep in the heart of the moment of super silly, severe storm season. It is happening right now, almost everywhere across America.
So many locations need to be on guard for the next few days.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
Every day.
But I bet you could totally hear sound in space.
This is space. There's space all over the place.
Stay cool.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hit the button, baby.
Party dance time.
Because I'm going to be dropping some hard Thor News science upon you. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents.
This low pressure system that is a beast made its way all the way up the Atlantic coast and is now such a tightly wrapped low. We've got a 965 low on this. They've had schools closed, all kinds of traffic problems there in Newfoundland.
This has got to be the worst storm, dust storm I've ever seen in my life. Wow.
I can taste dust.
Yeah, it's all I smell and taste is just dirt.
Pouring down like a waterfall.
What I also want to show you is storm number 3 in the Pacific.
A brand new system moving into the west coast is going to bring rain and, yes, even snow.
Look at the moisture on the southern side of this storm. Now, this is going to have a lot of wind as well. And then I'll tell you what, look out tomorrow. I think we're looking at widespread severe weather. Probability of severe weather is pretty high.
So let's take a look and see what's going to be happening
as the severe weather threat goes on through this week.
Parts of Louisiana, over 9 inches of rain. Not just rainy for you on Thursday, Chicago, but record raining. Enjoy Saturday. That's your dry day because we've got several days of rain after that.
The main thing we're looking out for right now is the right half of our country. Why? How severe is it? We got a Torcon 8, which means an 8% chance that this area is going to see tornadoes. And nobody's excited when they see tornadoes. Even Thor is like, oh shit, tornadoes. So be prepared, stay aware, and alert. It is crazy weather season. So God bless everyone. Look at all those Torcons are high. And not only are they high, they're shaking. And we will be too, in anticipation of these crazy days and these crazy times. As I like to say at Thor News, when the sun freaks out, the weather freaks out, and people freak out. And hey, well, guess what? We've had about 6 or 7 M-class solar flares in the last few days. So it is high times and super freak out season. Be ready. I know you can. And help your fellow man.
We had a ground stop in Atlanta, the world's busiest airport, and that was because of the weather. So we've had tornado warnings this morning. We're under a tornado watch for much of the southeast right now, but it's not just this morning. We're going through the warm front right now. See that Torcon? That means that there's an 80% chance, and 8 means there's an 80% chance of a tornado happening within 50 miles of that location. That is for a widespread area in Georgia. Here's the risk for today. We are looking at high winds over 65 miles an hour with those wind gusts, hail over 2.5 inches possible, and isolated large tornadoes. It's a very buoyant tropical air mass, and then we get that severe weather focusing more in the mid-Atlantic. So it's going to be the Delmarva, Virginia, stretching it down into North Carolina for Thursday for severe weather.
Oh yeah, here I am. Boom, crackdow, just like lightning, bringing you guys some quick hit weird weather watch observations. Like, check out that crazy ass thing growing in the South Pacific below Baja. It's like a turtle of severe weather. And everybody's talking about severe weather all the time. Last week, this week, and going into next week. We got storms in the west, storms in the middle, and storms in the east. If they're not there now, just wait. You'll get some rain, some tornadoes, some thunder, some lightning, some flash flooding, and just some crazy climate chaos madness. These things are crazy all over. It seems like a big economics day, so I'll be jumping back and forth in shorter videos on both subjects. If things go well. That's Earth. I'm spinning around. Hey, baby, that's crazy looking. looking at surface wind. Look at that convergence line. There's a situation right about now. What has been happening, we get the storms coming from this way. So then the storms either go up there, or they go there, or they go there. And then the storms go through the middle of America, explode in the middle, and then grow as they exit the East Coast into the Atlantic. And then they head to the Eye of Sauron, mean sea level pressure point. I'll show you. He never goes away, really. Oh, he's spinning around. Or he's turned into two. He's split into like two cells. So now the main Eye of Sauron pressure point is over in Alaska. That's interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, man, this is serious business. That's why you should enjoy life. Nobody promised us tomorrow, except for little orphan Annie. Because tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. But weather's crazy, so be prepared. That's a giant swath of, oh my God, Mother Nature's pissed off. That's tomorrow as it exits the east and comes in on the west. So then that part is like, oh my God, we're raining. The next day,
Saturday, here's what you're looking at, your timing. Timing it out for the kind of the biggest impacts in Central California then.
Snow out in Colorado. Look at that festive scene, and there's certainly more to come across Denver and other locations as we go through the next couple of days.
Well, there's a look at a tornado touching down in Ada, Oklahoma.
It has been a rough go with storms across the deep south. There have also been multiple reports of flash flooding across several states, including Mississippi and Louisiana. This is a look mostly, as you can see, at hundreds of the reports, which do include generally a lot of wind and also hail reports, but several tornado reports in there. A deadly night for severe weather across the south, namely in Louisiana as well as Mississippi.
And we are setting up for some more severe weather for this week,
including hail and damaging winds, but also significant rainfall, which will lead to flooding in many cases. Yeah, you get whomped with rain in a short span of time, and that will lead to problems on the road. Quite a bit of damage from storms. Several tornadoes caught on camera, and certainly the damage that's been left behind in the wake of all of these is a huge concern because these storms are going to stay on the move. We'll also have some snow that starts making its way across the upper Midwest.